Раз. Доброго времени суток, друзья. Продолжаем Hogwarts Legacy. Эмберлей, здравствуй. Вчера что-то с работы после этого всего пришел. После проверки Рособора. Ощущение было, что меня постирали, высушили. Еще раз замочили, еще раз постирали. И повесили сушиться уже второй раз. Поэтому сил вчера вообще не было разбираться, даже что Хогвартс не запускался. Хогсмит. Так. Поэтому вчера решил просто открыть Epic Games и ту игру Танненберг в данном случае посидеть, порубать. Так. Че, ветер что ли такое? Точно. О, прикольно, проработка ветра. Есть. Я даже как-то этого не замечал. Школа? Да фиг его знает. Не ко мне вопрос, я сегодня не работал. Пошли все нафиг, я ничего не знаю. Но вообще сегодня еще не праздник, сегодня предпраздничный день. Так. Электронные ключи. Так, а ну-ка, инвентарь, сколько у нас там лунта? День здоровья. Ну, день здоровья, это там, где это... Типа, бегают, прыгают, все такое вроде бы. Вот это. Так, 10 лун. А нам там надо... Так, ну ладно. Так, что у нас там талант какой-то открылся? Действие зелья невидимости. Урон. Розовой напиток. Так, чё? О. Ядовито. А это чё? Нет, тогда мы вот этот лучше возьмем. Талант. Темное искусство. Да. Нет, я хочу вот это. Аваду кедавру купить. Так, нет, пока подождем. Давайте. Куда нам там? Чикиндярить. Карта мира. Вот тут у нас, видите, вот эти еще области неизведанные. Так, ладно. В Хогвартсе. Давай вот сюда. Посмотрим. Сегодня будем бегать. Завтра опять в деревню поеду. Надо будет рано, пораньше проснуться, собраться и ехать работать в деревне. Но не бой. Но...
So frustrating.
Так. Чё она там?
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus.
Oh.
And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now. Much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Как стало?
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Ты выбирала?
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Ну,
Now
чё?
the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it.
В данном случае это
She
две
says
девочки.
that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
А что выбрать? Вот не знаю. Да, ну давайте. Что?
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Ты чё? Это все задание? Прийти послушать семейные разборки? Ой, еп.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Ой, блин. Ну, это... Ребят, конечно...
Revelio.
Я, конечно, все понимаю. Все понимаю. Но когда... Блин, мне... Вот мне вот лично неприятно, когда вот даже в школе ученика иногда приходится ругать. Нет. Да, у меня периодично возникает ощущение, что это как будто, блин, я сюда пришел чисто, как будто я в этом замешан. Хотя я тут
Revelio.
как будто я в чем-то тут виновен как раз в разборках семьи. Хотя прямо, блин. Так. Ага. Где этот гребаный ключик надо теперь найти? Ой, господи, бля. Слушать вот такую в чужой семье, что это чужие разборки и, блин. Вот такой вот
Revelio.
слушать прям вообще аж. Пацан, может тебе все книги вот так вот это сделать, чтобы они летели? И нафиг тогда таскать, блин? Ой, вот правда. Слушать
How
чужие,
nice to see you, my young friend.
чужие семейные разборки. И иногда вот ощущаешь себя, как будто, правда, вот ты в этой разборке самый главный, блин, враг. Всегда. Так, о. Уху! Мы кое-что нашли. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Так, выявить. Ага. Неизвестная плюс змея. Та-та-та, мы нашли то, что надо было. То, что я давно хотел найти. Уху. Так. Ну-ка, давайте-ка. Инвентарь. Вот это. Так. Так, ну-ка давайте-ка смотреть. У нас первое, что идет там? Гидра. Там типа трехголовая. Так, трехголовая. Это тройка. Три плюс 9. А, трой. Это получается у нас тройка тогда. Так, нет. Так. И у нас должно получиться правильно. Это тройка. Плюс 2. Это что у нас получается? 5. Значит, четверку надо найти. Инвентарь. Да, открывай. Четверка это что? Это типа а-ля сова. Здесь надо а-ля сову найти. Во. Уху!
Revelio.
Во! Это чё? Так, там 2 сундука, а тут 1. Так, 13, значит... Так. Ну-ка, 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 смотрим. Вот это прям надо вообще, грубо говоря, как скриншот делать. Это 0. Ага. То есть нам 5 надо. Так, ну давайте. Ага. Так, а 5 у нас что там? Наконец-то мы его нашли. 5, 5, это... Какая-то хрень с 5 лапами. Во. А чё? А, ну тогда. Так. Хорошо. Тут есть. Тут саламандру надо. Так. Это саламандра. Это что у нас? 6. 5 плюс 6 это 11. 4. Посоветую, что ли, долбануть? Так, вот это я не понял. Ну-ка, давайте-ка. А что надо? Ну вот двери открыть. 6 плюс... Так. 6 плюс 5 это 11. Так, а получается нам 6 надо. 6 это у нас что? 6 это саламандра. Саламандра и пятинога какая-то. А, вот тут.
Potato. Revelio.
О, а это что тут? Кабинет нумерологии. Так. Ну-ка, ща, подождите. Ну-ка, сходим, пошлите-ка разберемся. Вот это. Неизвестный плюс. Плюс. Ну тут складывать надо, правильно? Тут больше вроде такого ничего нету. Так, ну-ка давайте... Там... Так, вот этот. Так, вот этот 5, саламандра 6. 5 плюс 6. 5 плюс 6 это 11, но... Пять плюс 6 это 11, и знак вопроса... Так, а четверка у нас это кто там? Сова? О, точно открылось. Ага.
Revelio.
О, как прикольно. Вот с этими. Так, тут... Так. Так, вот тут нам вот этот надо 6 плюс 5. 6 плюс 5 это 11. И надо, получается, шестерку там. А шестерка у нас что еще раз? Шестерка саламандра, но... Хорошо, давайте нижний попробуем. Так. У нас тут нету. А, вон оно есть. Древо. А, это типа а-ля какой-то шарик. Ну-ка просто. Это семерка. Единица. Понял, это единорог? Этих нельзя больше сбросить.
Revelio.
Блин, чё этот-то не открывается? Саламандра должна вот этот быть. Потому что она дает 11. На верхней, если. Ладно, пошлите. Ну-ка, задание посмотрим. Так, нам теперь в библиотеку, да? Ладно. Сим-сим, ёпа мать, открывай.
Revelio.
О, может тут не были даже?
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Да.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Ну давай.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Кто читал Гарри Поттера? А вообще не... Ну давайте просто тут наугад.
The snake bird.
No. Incorrect. The answer was the
Золотой
golden
сниджет.
snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Феликс Фелицис. Знаю.
Felix Felicis.
Well done.
Это...
Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Сказку о трех братьях? А, точно, дары смерти.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consist of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Какой самый большой? Ну, снич он точно маленький, потому что в руках. Потом там есть еще один, который этот. Они это кидают. И третий, если я правильно помню, если, конечно, если я правильно помню все это по фильмам, там, который этот бешеный мяч. Ну давайте Бладжер.
The bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the
Quaffle.
quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match,
А,
their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
существо другого вида? Нет.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Зараза. Ну давай.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Да ты, бля. Орден Мерлин.
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Antipodean Opale.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs.
Да, я понял,
Who
что ты...
founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Да ты... Ты меня по всей вселенной Гарри Поттера решила прогнать, блин. Как я ее читал? Я тебе, девочка, прямо скажу, я на 2-й книге Гарри Поттера Я ее начал и плюнул. Я там дочитал до момента, когда Гарри вернулся. Зачет плохим. Эмерли, плохо хочешь. По неорганической химии я бы его сдал. Я неорганику знаю. Я бы его сдал. А вот это... Я признаюсь, я Гарри Поттера читал только тайную Сначала я посмотрел фильм этот «Философский камень». Еще на видоках тогда был. Это какой год-то был, блин? Наверное, 2005, может, или 2006 на видоке у друга. Я его посмотрел, потом у друга взял. Я почитал, как Гарри, типа, вернулся из Хогвартса, его там вот эти... Типа, приемные родители его там всячески там его... Типа, вот, ты типа, никчемный и все такое. И его заставили там, типа, развозить навоз. Типа, то ли на газон, то ли на чё. И все. Все нахрен. Я просто почитал. А потом... я как раз ее почитал. И, наверное, дня через 3 посмотрел фильм. И я потом просто это... Чё это вообще за фигня? Да лучше кино, типа, как-то кино поинтереснее. Ну, я тогда сам мелкий был. Мне как-то кино интереснее. Там типа Гарри типа несколько глав вот это всякой херней занимается. Я такой, да ну нафиг. Ну давайте
A
даме
day,
маску.
guys.
Yes! While the Highbind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
Смеркут?
The knockback jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus card.
Патронус, бля.
The only known survivor of a lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Девочка.
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
Какое волшебное существо откладывает яйца через рот? Господи, я даже на это смотреть не хочу. Блять. Бля. Какой же это... как же это, во-первых, отвратительно? Это во-первых. А во-вторых, как там коитус происходит? Кто кого куда? Просто... Пиздец. Я просто тупо даже наугад.
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny's School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Ты... В Амазонке.
The Amazon rainforest.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located on Mount Greylock. The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Амортенция.
Amortentia.
That's the answer.
Это Рон
Amortentia smells differently
хлебанул.
to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Иди
I
нахрен.
don't have time for another quiz at the moment.
That's fine. Come and find me if you'd like to try later. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Ёпа мать, мне... Как бы это смешно не звучало, но меня только что, блин, поимела заучка. Так. Ну если... Как? Ну если учитывать, что я во вселенной Гарри Поттера... О, текстура не грузится. Что я во вселенной Гарри Поттера 0 без палочки. Хотя, ну, учитывая данный тест, я хотя бы единичка. Из там 30-ки.
Revelio.
Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into
Hello,
an
Gareth.
owl to stop
So,
students from
has your aunt
cheating.
been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention.
Тебя
I was
наказали?
only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
Пожар. Ты там чё, блин? Селитру варил.
If you're setting things on fire, then perhaps you ought to rethink your choices.
That's exactly what Aunt Matilda said. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
Пиздец, сейчас пацан наварит бухла, сейчас самогонный аппарат придумает, ёпа мать. Писец, блин. Вся школа в запою идет только из-за этого. Как?
Thank you again for retrieving that Murmush artifact for me.
Из-за
Fascinating.
племянника этого.
Truly
Как это?
fascinating.
Завуча. Писец, наварит самогону. Я б с ним пошел на зелеварение. Нормально, блин.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Чё делать? В кого превращать? Чё делаем? Кого во что трансформируем? Мотылька.
Beautifully done.
Кто-нибудь там хоть в крысу бы что-нибудь превратил бы? Так, и чё?
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Ну, блин.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
С домовым эльфом профессора Блэка. Профессор Фиг? Нет.
Not at all. I was intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
О, ну-ка, давайте-ка.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Так, во, 2 задания новых. Ну. Оу. Так. Ну что у нас тогда остается? По заданиям пойдем. Так, задание давайте-ка. Гоблин-дуки. Давайте ща. Ой, блин. Нога затекла. Так, чё? А, ну да, правильно.
Afraid of a staircase?
Йоу.
Revelio.
Hello there.
Здорово.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Ну, погнали.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Нихуя себе тут шуровать. Пу-пу-пу-пу-пу-пум.
Wonder who lives here.
You can stop it.
Я приперся.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more.
Так, ну-ка,
Not
колись.
long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Ну ладно.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Yes, of course.
The door is looking at us.
Угу. В инвизе надо тут быть все.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Так, это что тут творится? А, баблишка. Так, ладно. Что, нам в лифт надо? Заходай. Угу.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Да ты заткнись уже, блин.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Угу.
I'm for a bacon and mushroom stew. Watch your step round here. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. You have watch your step round here. One less human to worry about.
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really.
Revelio.
Imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind.
Так, снаряга заполнена, блин.
Right. Don't wish to be seen. That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Incendio. Revelio.
Так. Видать, тут можно было. Так, понял. Значит, надо все по инвизу проходить. Да ну нафиг. Я же уничтожил там. Ой, бля. Давайте смотреть, что тут. А, зараза, не дает. Ну ладно, пошлите отсюда. Все равно раз надо воевать.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
Revelia.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Прямо из-под носа стыблить.
Revelia.
Так, давайте спустимся.
A schematic? They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Выясни, что они строят, да? Куда ты денешься?
Revelia.
Вот где проход есть.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelia.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Угу.
Much too slow. I won't rest till
А, так, ну сейчас.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another
А,
boiler.
извиняюсь.
This place is more complex than I had expected.
Фу, дома духота стоит. А сейчас, извиняюсь. На пару секунд отойду. Так, ну все, я вернулся, давайте продолжать. Так. Так, ага, туда можно, значит, пройти. Сейчас, подожди, сначала мы тут еще обшмонаем. Так. Ага, цепь даже не разрушается. А. Ну окей, окей. Нельзя с парадного, зайдем с черного. Так, и вроде бы вон там что-то было еще. Туда можно пройти-то? Ага, тут нельзя. Значит, пойдем в обход. Так. Так, пошлите пока сюда.
Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Lumos.
Что, все тут?
Lumos.
Угу, угу.
Next time I see Fig or that student, I'll give them what they deserve.
Так, ну-ка попробуем. Просочиться. Ага. Ну, то есть все равно сражаться.
You're like a clown. There you are.
О,
Rather unwise coming back this way.
That should be the last of them, Amit.
так, что у нас тут? М,
I'll be quiet.
так.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Угу.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Revelio.
Так, ну-ка теперь опять инвентарь надо пошмонать. Снарягу. Так. Так, ой, извиняюсь, сейчас отойду на 2 секунды. Так. По нарядам тут что-то 50, 53, 63. Ага, лифт. Ты успел зайти? Ага, успел.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Валить отсюда надо. О, тут еще что-то есть. Сокровище какое-то.
Alohomora. Revelio.
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 We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Revelio.
А, ну все. Все.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so
Давай.
bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lord Cock.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Сваливай, сваливай.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own.
Mm-hmm.
We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Mm-hmm.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Так. Ну, давайте задание. Там что у нас? Так.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Так, стоп. Ну-ка задание еще раз. Угу. Значит, вон туда надо. Смотрите, как мельница прогружается. О. Аж покадрово.
looks intriguing. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Сейчас,
You're here.
подожди.
Good.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Ну давай.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready
Давай.
to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't, I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Он сейчас сзади будет.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft.
Revelio.
Brilliant.
Ладно, пошли дальше.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep that.
Да, конечно, разное приходилось вытворять в играх, но, блин, просто...
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
О,
I've read about catacombs that underwent
Glacier!
often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Revelio. Bombarda! Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Wingardium Leviosa. There's something here by the altar.
Угу.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it. But I surmise if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
Так.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Ну
Of
ладно.
course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Revelio.
Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or, in this case, no bone. Bombarda!
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through.
Так, сейчас
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Сейчас, подожди, тут что-то... О, вот она. Угу.
I need to find a safe way across. Lumos. Lumos.
Дай отпустить их.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety Bone Bridge complete.
Так, все, это я понял. Сейчас я еще там одну дверку посмотрю. Той дверкой можно бомбардой.
Bombarda. Revelio. Accio. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Что еще не хватает?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Ну, пожи. Не, мы туда пойдем. Я хочу здесь проверить. Там еще что-то было.
Bombarda. Revelio.
Угу. А,
Bombarda.
да.
Accio. Revelio.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something.
Чё?
The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Ты откуда
Why
знаешь?
did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Ну давай.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Ого-го.
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Так, империю теперь. Сюда. Бросок сюда. Ну, надо пробовать. Да блин. Ну давай, чё ты? Чё ты тупишь-то? Давайте сюда сначала зайдем.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I tried. That works. Keep going. This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Так. Ха.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Так.
Incendio.
spiders can make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Revelio.
Так, паучков тут раскидали.
Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Bombarda. Revelio.
No.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the students.
Так, ну-ка снарягу теперь опять. Так. Хе-хе. Фигня. Фигня. Еще фигня.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Ты-то чё крадешься? Так, у нас еще вот здесь была одна реликвия. Зимнее пальто малинового цвета. Так, ну пошлите дальше. Чё уж.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Нормально, нормально. Конца не будет. Тут при всей вероятности всего два конца. Либо мы победим, либо мы сдохнем. Так что...
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Чего, бля?
Sebastian, the relic. Look.
Could it be?
Угу.
Revelio. The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
Ну давайте.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Вот.
I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Так, подождите, сейчас секунду отойду. Так, ну что ж, давайте уже закончим с этим заданием.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more.
Ага.
I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word. Prepare. Fuego. Incendio.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous.
Glacier.
Just doesn't understand.
Так.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
И мне, кажется, я примерно представляю, что это за... Как я выучу Аваду Кедавру. Придется принести кого-то в жертву для этой реликвии, чтобы воскресить Анну, но вот тут дилемма возникает. Кого мы будем убивать?
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Ладно, ладно, буду молчать.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Ну, я вижу, ну какой-то странный.
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
I've been fighting since before you were born. You can't stop me. Let's get it.
Keep out the way!
Угу.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Давай, давай. Иди отсюда, мне потрещать.
was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Себастьян спас свою сестру.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
Да хоть сейчас.
Why, Sebastian?
Revelio.
Угу. В крипту теперь надо, значит, да? Ой, блин.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Так, давай.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Угу. Сову пришлет, да?
What in Merlin's name were you doing in the restricted section? What did you think you'd find there? Answers to your exams?
She has a brand new game. Just beware the open flame.
Угу.
Revelio.
Так, это у тебя. Мне еще повыше надо. Вот. Чё, не здесь?
Revelio.
Так, ну что ж, давайте там еще посмотрим. Так, ну что ж, тогда, наверное, сейчас вот эту миссию посмотрим, сохранимся. И будем, наверное, думаю, завершать.
It's not like her to forget. I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying legnox in Plimpies.
Так, что за
What
посылочка?
was she sending you? Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
Жмуров.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Так.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Ну, молодец.
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
You're making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well
Ну
then,
давай.
let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
Зашибись,
Oh,
еще и
and one more
летать
thing.
нельзя.
Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Главное ей в пасть не попасть. Да
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do. I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Fantastic. I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her.
Слухай.
Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Да, вообще, не говори. Повезло прям ты.
Watch your step.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a grapehorn.
Or just raring for a fight.
What was that? Well, there's no coming back now. Over here!
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make... Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
О, чёрт.
She isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
Я даже...
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
Она даже тупо не прогружается. Ёп.
I don't suppose you'd listen to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
Brilliant.
There's the nest.
Мгм.
We're almost there.
Ой, извиняюсь. Ой. Так, давай. Господи. Против дракона еще этого. Мгм.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Repair it.
Да правда, что ли, дракон полетал, блин. Чё мосты-то такие разрушенные все? Правда, дура, блин.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Угу. Без особого труда. Угу, угу. Спокойно. Сейчас так пуф, носом вдохнет. Дура, не трогай его. Ну как, штаны уже коричневые?
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Ну все.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Чё? Чё она волнуется? Чё она там? Чё она поняла? Я не понял. Чё началось-то? Она знает, я не знаю. Ой, ёпа.
How could I have been so blind?
Чё? Нормально. И свалила. Ну что ж. Друзья, давайте на сегодня тогда завершать. Продолжим завтра. Точнее, сегодня вечером уже. А сейчас, на сегодня уже все. Всем пока. Играйте в хорошие игры и учитесь хорошо.